Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, my dog. So I have a lot of questions that are asked. I'm gonna go with weekly. Hi, say good morning. I have a lot of questions that I get asked about weekly. And if you ask me any of these questions this week, that's okay. We're not calling you out here. You're not the only one. So, I want to answer a couple of these questions, and bear with me, I'm going to try to remember them off the top of my head, but, so I want to answer these questions for those of you, that are wondering them, or have other questions. Feel free to write at the bottom, ask me other questions, I don't mind. Try to make this fast, because I know y'all have stuff to do today. It's Friday. Happy Friday. So, before I get into all this, I just wanted to kind of tell you about me before you're like, who is this girl, and why does she even know what she's talking about? So, I am a real estate broker, and that means I'm not a real estate agent. I've actually had more schooling and went on to be a real estate broker, and then I've graduated with my graduate from the Realtor Institute. So, basically, I have a doctorate in real estate. I'm just kidding. But I have had a lot of school, and I really enjoy school and learning, and I mostly work with first-time homebuyers or older couples who maybe have not bought in a really long time. So I really like to educate people, really teach them about real estate. There's a lot of misconceptions going on around the world, so I wanted to kind of clear some stuff up. So my first question that I get asked a lot is, do I have to put down 20%? No, you don't. So there's a lot of really cool programs that are going around in this area, Northeast Arkansas, like FHA, rural development. I know y'all hear these things, but you don't really know what any of this means. So I wanted to kind of mention those really quick, and then tell you that you need to, when you decide to buy a home, shop around. Don't just decide, hey, I'm going to buy a house, and then you go to the first person that grandma recommends to buy a house from. You need to shop around, ask other people, hey, what loan programs do y'all have? What's your interest rate right now? What are your fees? Y'all need to know these questions. Y'all need to answer them, have them answer them, write this stuff down, be prepared. So, couple of loan programs that are popular around here are conventional. That could be 20%, 10%, 5%. Other places do lower, but that's just common. And then there's also FHA, which is 3.5%, and rural development, which is 0. And so what does any of this even matter to you? Doesn't everyone want to put down 0%? No. So the more money that you put down when you close on your house, that's going towards your principal, and that's less money that you have to pay when you want to sell it. That's going towards you paying off your mortgage. So that's a great thing to put down money. So if you can, you should. That gives you a lot more negotiation room when you're ready to sell. So that's question number one. Question number two, and can I go back? Nope, just gonna have to remember them. All right, so question number two. Oh gosh, hang on. Oh, where do I start? Okay. So, I get asked this probably more than any other question, and I want to tell you, you need to start with some pre-approval, people. So, when you decide where you're going to go, you need to go get pre-approved before you start looking for houses. I know that everyone is always on Realtor.com, not Zillow. Please stay off Zillow, people. It is not, oh man, it's got a lot of problems. So please stay off Zillow. Get on Realtor.com, get on brokerages around here's websites, use those things. So anyway, before you start searching, go get a pre-approval from somebody. Here's what happens if you don't. So you get on your Realtor.com, not Zillow. You get on Realtor.com, you find a house on 123 Main Street, and you say, call them up. Hey, I want to look at this house over here on 123 Main Street. They let you in. You love it. Of course you do. Granite countertops over there. Beautiful. Okay, so then you go to the bank. Get to the bank, and they say, Whitney, you can only approve $100,000. You're only approved for $100,000. Well, guess what? Seller's not going to come down to $100,000. So now you're in love with this house on 123 Main Street, can't afford it, you're devastated, and you start looking up to $100,000. Well, you're not going to like any of these houses that you're looking at that are under 100,000 because you're thinking in the 130s. So it's really devastating to like a house in this price range. It's a waste of time. You're wasting your time, you're wasting the realtor's time, you're wasting the seller's time. So go get pre-approved first, people. Even if you just go say, hey, I'm just wondering if I can get pre-approved, you're not locked in right then. You don't get locked in until you find a house and you have a contract. So it's no obligation. If you just want to know, get an application in. So that's question number 2. Question number 3. So a lot of sellers will ask, am I going to make more money selling for sale by owner? And sometimes, sure. So you could list your house for sale by owner, stick a sign out, put, you know the neighbor sold for $140. So you're like, I could sell my house for $140? Little do you know, neighbor's house is 2 times the size of yours. That's why they sold for $140. So you stick your sign out, grandma, or next door calls grandma and says, hey grandma, we sold our house for $140, but next door's got theirs for $100. You better go get it. Grandma gets the cash out from under her mattress, and guess what? She buys your house. It happens. I'm not going to say that it doesn't. But 9 times out of 10, your house is going to sit on the market because you've priced it $140 to compete with your next door neighbor when you don't know that it's 2 times your size and it's not worth as much as your neighbor's. So, let me tell y'all a story. I like to tell a lot of stories. So, last week, I stopped up my toilet. It happens a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Stopped it up. So I plunged it. Couldn't get it unplunged. Called my husband. He couldn't get it unplunged. And then I waited and waited. And what do? I did what everybody does. I Googled it. I Google things so often that in the office people actually say I Whitneyed it because I love to Google things. So anyway, I Googled how to unclog your toilet if it won't plunge. Googled it. You can't. So I called my dad. There's got to be a way to unclog this toilet without calling a plumber. No. Called a plumber. It was unclogged in 5 minutes. It was stopped up for a week. Why didn't I just call a plumber in the first place? Why? So, moral of this long story is the plumber got it out in 5 minutes because that's what he's licensed to do. It's what he does every day. So why would you not call someone that's licensed to sell your house? That's just what I think. So anyway, question number 4. And this is our last one because I know this is going on for a long time, people. I like to talk. But question number 4 is, can you show me this house that's listed over here with another company? And the answer is yes. Anyone that is a licensed real estate agent can show you anything in Arkansas that is with another licensed agent. And there's this cool thing called co-brokerage, and it lets us work with each other. I know people probably think that because the car sales kind of works a little differently, but we can show you anything. So call us. If y'all have other questions, y'all call me. I like to answer questions. I like to teach people. There's a lot of myths. So y'all just bother me. I love it. And you know what? Sometime I'll go live again and answer some more fun questions because I get asked a lot of questions. Okay, happy Friday. Have a good day. Bye.